guys, Deronda here. Today I'm going to show you how to make these Hasselback potatoes or Hasselback potatoes, however you want to say it. We're using a whole potato. I'm using a russet potato, or you may use a red potato or Yukon Gold. I'm going to leave that up to you. We're going to start by making these really super thin slices here on our potatoes. I've already done it to this one, as you can see. The goal is to cut about 1/6 of an inch slices, leaving about 1/3 of the potato intact here on the bottom. You don't want to cut completely through your potato. Also, I find that the paring knife works best. If you're afraid of cutting through, you can use 2 ends of wooden spoons. That way it'll stop you before you get all the way to the bottom there. Or you can use 2 chopsticks. I'm just going to put it on the sides there. And again, that will ensure you're not going to cut through the bottom. We're going to do this all the way down to the end. Make sure you have a very sharp paring knife. Now that I've got my potato sliced, add it here to a baking pan. If you'd like, you can line your baking pan with tin foil. It'll make cleanup a lot easier. With our olive oil, we're going to go over here and we're going to brush the potato. Brush both your potatoes with the olive oil. We're going to get on the outside. What we want to do is just be gentle and get right here in between where you've sliced your potatoes. You may want to just open it up just a little bit. And that way, when your potatoes bake, they're going to fan open. And it's going to resemble like what an accordion would look like. At this point, you want your oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Do the same with your other potato. These are off to that preheated oven. And by the way, don't forget to rinse and scrub your potatoes so they can be very clean and grit free before you slice them, put your olive oil on them, and transport them to the oven on the middle rack for the next hour and 15 minutes, depending on the size of your potato. Use your timer and no peeking. About 15 minutes before we take our potatoes out of the oven, I have minced 1 large garlic clove that I'm going to add here to 2 tablespoons of butter. Depending on how much butter or garlic you want, I'm going to leave that up to you. Or if you would like to leave the garlic out, you can. We're going to microwave this until the butter has melted. I've had my potatoes baking for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I've left my oven on. That butter and garlic mixture I'm coming back with, and I'm just going to brush right here on the tops. Get down into where we fanned the potatoes. And as you can see, look how fabulous that's going to be. We're going to continue adding the butter and garlic. Get it in to the fan part. That's why I love these little brushes. They work very, very nicely. Now to top this off, I'm going to put a little salt on it, or you can leave it off. I'm going to leave it up to you again. And fresh cracked pepper. I'm going to add cheese here on the top. I just like to make a little dollop because when we put them back in the oven, it's going to melt down into the fan part of our potatoes. I'm using a white sharp cheddar. Just use your favorite. These are back to the oven on the same temperature until the cheese has melted. This should take about 3 to 4 minutes, so keep your eye on it. This took about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add some parsley here to the top. This isn't necessary, but I had some in my garden and I thought, oh, I'd love to use it. Or even chives or cilantro will work as well. They smell fantastic. Looky there, how they just fan apart. And you got that cheese down in there. Time to serve them. I want to show you how lovely and tender these are on the inside. Cut right into it where we've got these little fans of potatoes. Let's give it a try. Look how fluffy it is on the inside. Wow. Fun to eat. Kind of reminds me like scalloped potatoes, but not as creamy. You're not going to go wrong with this Hassel or Hasselback potatoes. A perfectly fun, delicious potato side dish. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Give me thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Thanks a million for watching, y'all. Stay safe, and I'll catch you lovely people later.